Hello, my name is Dan Bennick. I'm a Senior Principal Engineer at Baker Engineering and Risk Consultants, known as Baker Risk. For over 30 years, our company has been working with industry and government to provide solutions in explosion analysis, structural design, process safety, and risk mitigation. In addition to these services, we also provide materials engineering support. And today, I want to invite you to our San Antonio Materials Lab. In our Baker Risk San Antonio Materials Lab, we focus on improving the reliability, reducing the risk, and determining the cause of failures. We do this three ways. First, we provide material engineering evaluations. Secondly, we provide mechanical integrity assessments. And third, we provide failure analysis and prevention support. Our Baker Risk staff are subject matter experts. They have performed hundreds of investigations. They are unbiased. They are experts in materials behavior, stress analysis, and the effects of corrosion. They are certified fire and explosion investigators. They are leaders in the failure analysis community, and they have published numerous papers to prevent failure. We recognize the need for timely and accurate results. We provide rapid failure analysis services in line with API Recommended Practice 585. Companies will send us large items or smaller items. Large items we receive in our test facility. Items such as a pipeline, a steam turbine rotor, or a manway from a pressure vessel. After receiving large or small parts and sectioning, we will perform optical microscopy. This will require mounting, grinding, polishing, and etching. These samples will be taken to our optical microscopy room for further evaluation.
So we're in a microscopy laboratory, and this is a Zeiss Axiomat 40. And we have a metallographic specimen on there, and we can move it around and find an area to analyze and measure features.
We've actually expanded quite a bit from our prior service offering. We acquired a metallurgical firm, and we're able to leverage that basically to expand our capabilities and service offerings.
Often we receive parts that have cracks or fractures. We examine those with our stereoscope and scanning electron microscope to determine the cause for failure.
We recently acquired a scanning electron microscope. It's actually a new scanning electron microscope that has quite a few interesting capabilities that allow us to do spot chemical analysis, acquire high resolution materials imaging, and it really helps facilitate many of the materials characterization efforts that we're doing in the various markets that we serve.
In our lab exam room, we perform additional testing and evaluation. We invite interested parties to witness that testing.
Currently, we're standing in our newly renovated lab space to accommodate some of the new test capabilities that we currently have. And these include different types of mechanical testing in order to obtain material properties. One such property can be obtained through impact testing, and what you have behind me is called an impact tester. And one type of impact testing that we can conduct is called Sharpie impact testing, in which we take a sample of a material and we machine it to this geometry and put a notch in it, load it into this machine, and then break it with a hammer. And we're able to obtain the impact energy associated with that test. And we can use this information to determine things like ductile to brittle transition temperatures if we're going to test the sample at different temperatures, or we can also do correlations to a property called fracture toughness. This universal tester is useful for conducting tensile tests, compression tests, as well as bending tests. And what we're able to obtain from that is a series of material properties that we can use for data collection to understand how strong the material was, in addition to other factors such as ductility, percent elongation, reduction in area, and things like that.
I think that having the lab with these capabilities, it really makes us, I think, more efficient than many of our competitors out there.
Baker Risk looks forward to partnering with you to understand the cause of failure, whether a small part or a large part, to prevent a major incident.